Was it a body or a speed bump? Nope. See, I got caught. I got caught.
See, I told you.
Oh. Welcome. You did tell me. He told me twice. Welcome back to hashtag Just Saying. Day 152 of the quarantine. And my mic was off. Because.
Better than me.
Yeah, because.
Been there at least twice.
Wow. To be fair, it's been that kind of day, though. It's been just a I'm talking with my mic off kind of day. Been that kind of week. I'd go so far as to say. Earlier this week, I was sitting here at this table, and ow, that was my knee. And well, because I'm working from home during the crisis, and it's buckets of fun. So I was sitting here. And I was working, as one should, I guess.
Could,
should, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda. I don't give a fuck. So I was relaxing. I decided to have some iced tea. So I had my iced tea, and it was in a thing that it was in the container, so it had a screw top. And I'll be damned if I wasn't trying to do something, and then I went to reach for my phone and knocked the iced tea. The iced tea it was like a river, just a river of sticky shit all down the table. And I tell you, a casualty of that was this poor pad of paper. Yeah, it's kind of funky looking. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what this looks like happened. Why are the pages stuck together? I don't know. But, now it's on the floor. That's that kind of day.
Remember that time that you spilled the whole thing of lemonade on the floor?
Oh, that was on this show!
Yes.
I don't remember what episode that was. That was because I was keeping my beverage behind me because I had nowhere near me to put it, and now it's right here. And I miscalculated when I rolled back and ended up knocking my drink.
An entire large lemonade.
Yeah, a large lemonade all over the frickin' floor. Yeah, that was awful. Lemonade, drinks like that with the sugar, that gets sticky. Mm-hmm. It's just gross. So I had to act quickly. And I managed to save my phone from being too much of a casualty. I had to wipe it off, and
you have to save the phone.
Huh?
You have to save the phone.
I have to save the phone, and so if
we kind of need that these days.
We do. You really do. So my thing is now. Sean and I record the show, and we put the first 30 or so minutes up on YouTube. And so I'm going to need the YouTube people. If the audio sucks, let me know. Because I don't know what happened to my phone. I'll be playing music and stuff, and all of a sudden the speakers will sound warbly. They'll be and I'm like, what the fuck? Damn you! So, and for the YouTube folks, if the sound is bad, or if you want to hear the entire show, you can listen to it on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, Anchor.
Drop your anchor and listen.
And I think that's it. Well, we're basically everywhere. We're really just giving you suggestions.
And options.
Yeah. So that really, 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 really sucked. Because, it was everywhere. The only thing that was good, I guess, if I want to find a bright spot, was that the laptop is the company's, and I did not get anything on the laptop.
Well, that's good.
Because, that would have gotten me I mean, my work is already like...
You will wish you were quarantined.
Yeah, I'm like...
Sorry, kick him out.
I can't even. I mean, I'm the person who broke the faucet in the bathroom. I'm that person.
You're the one that ruined the whole roll of toilet paper in the bathroom? Let it go across the floor?
That wasn't me. That is a defaulty holder. That's a bad holder. When sometimes like you'll be going to get the toilet paper and the roll will just fall. And unfortunately, like, maybe my spin had a lot of momentum. But I just, shoom. And I went to get some, and it fell off the roll and then rolled, like, unrolled itself and rolled across the thing. And let me tell you something. Nowadays, what a waste. Right? Yeah. You ruining white gold. That's some white gold. Screwing that up.
Meanwhile, you're sitting there and you're watching it roll and your heart's just dropping while you're watching
Oh,
it.
seriously. Well, I mean, more so because I'm the asshole who's got to clean it up. It's like, oh, this is horrible, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Yeah.
I'm tired of the shit that we're doing now.
I feel like it was 2 up.
I'm bored. I'm getting bored.
Why are you bored?
Because I don't have to go to work, so I got nothing to do.
Wow. People sit there and it was like, as this thing was happening, they were all like, oh, I'll have time to do all this stuff. Nobody's doing anything.
No, there's stuff I can do around the apartment, but I'm getting lazy now. I don't want to do it.
You know what I've done this week is I have gone in the opposite direction.
Good for you.
I know. Instead of like, oh, I don't have time for that. Oh, blah, blah, blah. On my lunch, either if I don't get up early, then I do it on my lunch. I've been like working out and stuff.
Nice.
So I'm like, whoo, I got something to do. I told myself, I'm going to emerge from this quarantine, like, not thin, but thinner, I think. I hope. I just got dizzy doing that. That's how old I am. What happened to you? You get dizzy. What were you running around? No, I said a long sentence.
I was sitting.
I was sitting and I said a long sentence. The other day, what was that? I think it had to have been the weekend sometime. Jay and I were sitting around and then he went to do something. He's like, oh, I'm dizzy. Like, yeah, it's called getting old. You can't get up quick anymore.
No.
If your body doesn't want you to get up quick, so it's like
doesn't want you to get up at all.
Yeah, so your knees are like locking. It's like nope, crack, crack, crack.
Yeah, crack, pop, pop, crack.
Yeah. So if you do manage to get beyond that,
as you're saying,
oh yeah, and then you make the old people noises. Like I sigh. I gotta tell you, I know that I sigh a lot, and I do it at work. I think it's work that does it to me. I do it at work, but I do it at home. Like I was on my phone before bed and I was looking up something I was reading, and I was just like, like sighing. And he goes, "What were you reading? Something sad? Like what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Nothing." And he's like, "Well, what were you reading?" "I don't know. Something about turtles. I don't care." He's like, "Why were you sighing?" "Because that's what I do. I just sigh. I can't stop myself." So then you go to get up. He went to get up. He doesn't have all the pops that we have
Lucky
yet.
him.
Yeah, well, it's coming for him. I know it. So he doesn't crack like we do, but damn it, he stood up and he was like, whoa, I got dizzy. Like, yeah, you got up too quick. You're in your 40s now. You got to get up slower.
Yeah.
You got to let your body accumulate to the speed.
Right, Joe? You're starting to feel it, buddy.
Joe getting the cracks too? Like crack, crack.
A few cracks and pops, maybe.
No. Happens to the best.
Remember, I think he's making that sound, though. Getting up, sitting down.
Yeah. Oh. I do that. I can't stop
Sometimes
myself.
all three of us do that.
That's hilarious.
When hanging out on Monday.
That's hilarious. It's like we're all like... Those old noises.
Sound like back in the 99 when The Rock was making fun of the Big Show.
Poor Big Show. I was pissed off yesterday, right?
That's hilarious.
That is funny, yeah. As an afterthought. Yes, amusing. Check plus. So, I don't know. This has to, you get older, right? And you either accumulate to package design or you just completely fucking space out. Here's what happened to me yesterday, right? I allow myself now. I've been 4 years soda free, right? And as of like 3 weeks ago, I went to the specialty store of like weird shit you can get from Europe, and I got a Mountain Dew Violet, which tasted which tasted like grape. Yeah, which tasted like grape and like lavender. It was bizarre. The most bizarre thing I've had.
The hell was lavender taste like?
It's a fucking flower. Like, oh, this tastes like lavender.
I never ate lavender.
But you smell it. It smells like it tastes. You're like, oh, this tastes exactly like it smells. Like an apple. An apple tastes like it smells. An orange tastes exactly like it smells. You smell orange, you taste orange. Smells like it tastes. Not everything in life does that,
Like a pineapple. It tastes like a pineapple.
A pineapple. Does a pineapple can smell like it tastes. The trouble with pineapple that I have found is that sometimes you take a piece of pineapple and it'll be bitter for no reason. And like other pieces will be sweet. And it's like, what the fuck? This is horrible. Anyway.
Oh, my pineapple was referring to Willy Wonka. When they're licking the wallpaper.
Oh, I see. Which is a good movie. Only the Gene Wilder version.
Yes.
So, that was my first soda.
Schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
They do. They often do. So that was my first soda in like 4 years. So I said, yeah, I'm not, it's not like I had to stop doing it. It was just like I wanted to see how long I could go. And obviously I can go as long as I like. Because I used to drink a lot of soda. And I do. So I said, well, I'm going to drink like one a week, right? So I was hanging out with my friend last night.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty easy for me. So I was hanging out with my friend last night, and we went to get pizza, as we do on Thursdays, whoop whoop. And they had we walked into the place, and they had like a cooler, and usually I grab a couple of iced teas for myself. But lately I've been grabbing an iced tea and a Mountain Dew. And here's where my eyes deceived me. They have Baja Blast, right? The problem is that I grabbed it because I saw it was Baja Blast, and I did not see this shitty thing here that says 0. So I got a Mountain Dew 0, and yeah, it fucking blows. So it's, you know what? It's
the big 0.
It fucking sucks. So I got it, and I went to take a sip, and I was like, this tastes weird. And then I looked at the label, and I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, I got the fucking shit version, right? Then I got nervous because I'm like massively allergic to aspartame, which is in a lot of like diet sodas, so I don't drink diet sodas.
They have a lot of salt.
What, diet soda?
Mm-hmm.
Do they really?
Sodium.
Oh, right. They trade one thing for the other.
Mm-hmm.
No sugar, but all the sodium.
Yep. That's how they do it.
Ah, shit.
They make it sound better, but it's not.
Not
I hate diet soda.
Yeah. That sucks. I didn't know that.
Beer.
I didn't notice. You just say I'd rather have a beer?
I'm having a beer now.
Oh, root beer. So, I was like, oh, there better not be aspartame in this or I'm in for a very bad night. So I looked at it and there wasn't. So no chest pains for me.
Yay.
Excellent. So now I've been trying to drink this shitty beverage for 2 days. And I'm just like, ugh. And it was my own fault. Because I saw the Mountain Dew, and then I saw the flavor, and I did not see that big ass 0 word right there. Because my eyes were just like, that's the beverage you like. Grab that. Deceiving me.
Grabbing too quick.
I did. I really should have. I should have double checked, and I will next time. Make sure I don't have the shitty 0 one. Ugh. Although it was gratifying to know that there was no aspartame in it, so I was like, oh, so it's like 0 calories. Now what is the? You got me nervous now on the sodium count. 80 milligrams.
Yikes.
I don't know if that's a lot. Is that a lot? Yes. I don't know. I don't know shit like that. That seems like it would be a lot.
I'll tell you about my root beer, but I need a minute.
Sean needs his eyes.
Yes.
Put your eyes on. Okay, so he has a can of root beer. I have like the bottle.
Wow.
What is this? 20 fluid ounces. So I guess your can would be 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this has 80.
Oh, your can has 80.
And it has 46 grams of sugar.
Oh.
But it says low sodium.
But it says low sodium. But you have the same amount of sodium that I have.
Mm-hmm. And this ain't even 0 or
Yeah.
It's not diet either.
Oh.
Regular root beer.
But I got more than you. I've got more bang for my buck here.
Still good.
Is it? Yeah, I like root beer. My problem with root beer is it makes me burp. Ugh. Yeah, watch the video. Watch me make faces every time I drink this shitty fucking drink. I appreciate the Mountain Dew's trying to like, hey, you don't like calories, we want to help you. You can still enjoy this beverage. But Jesus. It has a weird, I don't know, it just has a weird thing. It's an obvious diet soda.
Mm-hmm.
You get that like diety soda
taste
shit. Yeah. Ugh. Yes. So all that spare time that you have now that you're not working, you get anything done?
No.
No? All right.
I'm pretty much watching my Ghost Adventures DVDs.
Yeah.
And I've been watching WWF DVDs.
Oh, okay.
Good
Like the old WWF, yes.
Like 97 to 99.
Okay.
The Rock, Austin. And before that with Razor Ramon, Scott Hall.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes.
I almost wore my Austin shirt for today, but I figured no.
Really?
So I went with the Rock.
No?
I went with the Rock pendant that I have.
Oh, okay.
The Brahma Bull.
Nice. Very nice. My leg. Oh, you made like you were going to say something, so I shut up for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Wait.
Nope.
Yeah, oh. So, yesterday, I logged on to work, right? Now, yesterday, that night, yeah, I'm going to get into, I complain about this a little bit. And I'm doing it because my husband was like, you're going to talk about that later, aren't you? Sure I am. So, these past 2 nights, Jay has been like crazy snoring. Yeah. Wednesday night into Thursday, I actually went to the sofa. Actually, I think that's the first actually I've done.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the sofa because I just couldn't. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning and I hadn't gotten any sleep. And I'm like, oh. So I went to the sofa and then his alarm went off at 4. And then when it went off, like I grabbed my pillow and my little blankie and I walked back into the living room. I walked back into the bedroom. So the exchange was he was getting up and then he churned and saw me coming in with a blanket and a pillow. And he goes, where were you?
I slept over at Dina's.
Where was I? Where would I have been? Some nights, I think...
Slept with the dog under the table.
I know. I was camped out in the backyard. Where else would I be? Slept right in the fucking shed. Some nights I think I'd get a damn good sleep if I went to my car. The only problem is that I have to turn the car on because it's not warm enough yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm worried people will disturb me.
What is with this anyway?
What is what?
We're in spring and we're having like weather from March.
I know. Some places had...
Right now we should be
getting
having
snow.
50, 60 degree weather. To me.
We should. And you know what? I think that like the whole quarantine thing and, shelter in place would be a little bit easier maybe if the weather was better.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least you could open up your windows, you could let air in, you could go out sit in the sun in your backyard, your porch, whatever.
Jump out the window if you want.
Lay on top of your hood. I don't know. If you have a truck, you can lay in the flatbed. Boop, boop. Whatever. But, I mean, it's when it's gloomy and it's cold, that's it. For some reason, it just makes everything worse.
It's been raining a lot too.
Yes.
Within the past week.
We had like some crazy wind and rain the other night.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the
Downpour.
fuck is this? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. So, where are you coming from? I'm coming from the sofa. He's like, how long you been out there? Since about 2 a.m. when I decided I wasn't getting any sleep. And it's the thing, like, my sofa's okay. I don't like it because it's lower than I'd like it to be. And he won't let me put it on risers. Because he's like, it's fine. I'm like, no, it hurts my back. Get up and down. And then I make noises. Ugh. So, yes, I would probably do that anyway. But, so then he went to get ready for work, and I got in bed, and I fell into a deep, deep sleep for 2 hours. And then, I mean, I overslept, but I was still on time for work because I only had to run into the next room. So I was like, well, that's it then. So I log on, and I see that my supervisor is on. And one of the first things, she types good morning to me, and then I say good morning back. And then the next thing that I say to her is, how do I call in sick? And she goes, are you sick? And I was like, no. I just need to know how to call in sick. Because I was so tired. And I was like, I don't know how productive I'm going to be today. Because I'm so effing tired. So I was like, and I wanted to call in, but we're all working from home now. And there's an automated line that we're supposed to call. So I'm like, do we still call the automated line? Like, can the bosses check that?
I'm so sorry.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
So I told her the truth. I'm like, listen, I got like 3 hours of sleep. I feel dead. I feel, it's like when you get very little sleep. And then it's like your body's like, we're not ready for today. We're not ready for it. And you just feel sick. Like I felt sick without being sick. Is that a thing? Can you feel sick without being sick?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. I think you can. Yeah, that feeling like when you're pre-sick. And you're like, your nose is like, oh. Anyway, so I felt sick without being sick. And then I was like, how do I call in sick? And she's all worried because she's like, are you
Play Weird Al song. Calling sick
today? And then she's all worried. She's like, are you okay? What's going on? Are you alright? Do you need help? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I need sleep. That's what I need. That's what the fuck I need. So she told me, she's like, this is what you have to do now. And I'm like, oh, that's a big rigmarole. I don't want to do any of that. I got to text a person. I got to call. I got to do this. I'm like,
That's a lot of sorries.
that's a lot of sorries I got to distribute in a short amount of time. I'm like, that's too much. That's too much. So
By text. I'm sorry, parentheses. Cough, cough.
I know. And
I'm sorry. Cough, cough.
insert sniffle here. Sorry. So, Thursday, Jay had gotten these radios, right? He had gotten all these components, and he built these little radios. I don't know if they're ham radios or what
Ham!
ham! Or what the fuck they are, because he tells me, and I hear him, but I don't hear him. So...
Is it like the one he was on like 2 weeks ago? When he was out there in the room and I was leaving?
Maybe. Maybe.
I made that joke about getting somebody from the Titanic.
No, because that's actually a Morse code radio.
Actually.
Actually. He built a Morse code radio. And he only understands a little bit of Morse code. So he's listening to the beeps and he just finds it oddly relaxing. And every other word he gets, he's like, oh, that's a the. And
Ah.
yeah, I know. And predicament and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. So the Titanic would be the only people you could contact that would still use Morse code. So he was fiddling with his radio. So I said to myself, Tara, you have a very short window to go to bed and fall asleep before he comes to bed and wakes you up snoring. And I did. I went to bed and I was all happy. And
'Cause I'm happy.
yeah, I hate that song. It makes me unhappy. That song does the opposite of what it's meant to do. It makes me very unhappy.
Yep.
It's like that "Don't Worry, Be Happy" by that. Who was that?
Bobby
By Bobby McFerrin. Yes. I worry.
I hate it because it doesn't have no drums in it.
What a random thing. He's like, I don't like it because there's no percussion. I need percussion. That's fair.
Don't worry.
I remember there was Robin Williams was in the music video and one other guy. And
that was so random too.
I never knew who the other guy was.
I was like, Wham!
He's the Andrew Ridgely of that video!
Yep.
Sean never remembers Andrew's name. I feel bad.
I think once or twice I remembered Andrew, but not the last name.
Yeah, Andrew Ridgely. So,
that other guy.
Yeah, that other guy. The other guy in Wham! So, I did fall asleep, and then Jay came to bed. He said about 1:45. I woke up about 1:15. He was snoring so loud it woke me up. So that ruined my night. That was it. The rest of my night was spent jarring him, like shaking him, telling him he's snoring, having him apologize to me, and then he would fall right back asleep and start snoring again. Which does nothing to help me. And at one point it was like 3 a.m. and I hadn't gotten any sleep and I was super pissed. And I didn't want to go back to the sofa because it hurts my back. So I'm like, I don't want to go back and sleep on the sofa. I'm really not a sofa person. I don't want to... I was thinking I should sleep in my car. So... I didn't know that he knew this. He literally just told me this like 20 minutes ago. I took my elbow, which is pointy, by the way. And I have a very pointy elbow. I do. I always tell Jay, I'm like, if I'm ever attacked, I'm just going to pow, elbow the shit out of somebody. That fucker will break a bone. I'm telling you.
That'd be awesome if that's the thumbnail for the show.
I know. I have a very pointy elbow. Just trust me on this. My dad does too. I think that's where I get it from. So, I took my very pointy elbow and I, boom, got him right in the side with it. And he jumped. And then he said, "What?" And I said, "You are snoring. I can't sleep. And I don't like it." And then he apologized again. And then tried to shift. And fell back asleep and continued snoring. I gave up at like 6.
Why does that machine work?
Why doesn't it work?
Yeah, it's supposed to prevent him from doing that, right?
Well, no. It prevents him from choking in his sleep.
Oh.
So it is working. Because he's not choking. But he's loud as fuck because he's snoring.
He's not choking, but I'm going to choke the shit out of him.
I know. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. I mean, when people deprive you of sleep, like parents, I understand parents now when they're like, no, I shouldn't say that on TV. You know, like new parents, how they just look like they want you to punch them in the face, and they look miserable, and they're like, we haven't gotten any sleep, the baby's colicky, it's up all night, and we're thinking about a murder-suicide.
Insert baby.
Insert baby here. I mean, I feel that. Like, when you can't get any sleep over multiple nights, it really fucks with you. Like, I was sitting there and I'm like, could I just take the pillow and just beat the shit out of him for a little while?
I was going to suggest something like that.
And I would feel better because it's an aggression release, but it's so light that he might not feel it.
Get a homie the clown sock and just bop him on the fucking head.
I feel he would feel that. I think he would feel that.
Well, it depends what you put in the sock.
Rocks.
Bricks.
Bricks, yeah. Bricks, rocks.
I was going to say is roll up some, like, 4 or 5 other pairs of socks and put it in that and just, like...
That's almost too soft.
Homie, don't play that.
Yeah. So, I gave up at 6. I finally got up, and I worked out, and then I showered, and I got ready for work. I was early. I was on early for work today. And but
commute.
I was seriously considering calling in, and then I'm like, I can't do that because I literally just asked her yesterday how to call in, and if I call in today, she's gonna be like, "What were you plotting on calling in?" Yeah. And I was exactly, so I was afraid she was gonna say, "You planned it," but really I didn't. I just didn't get any damn sleep. So I got early. I sat down, ready to work, ready to go. I get this message from the bigger boss, and she's like, "Don't process anything. There's a problem." So I sat here from 7:30 to 9:30 doing very, 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 very little because I couldn't do any work. And I thought, I was sitting there and I'm like,
This is what it's like to be in Sean's desk.
This is what it's like.
2 hours doing nothing.
I was actually sitting there thinking to myself, if we can't work and it's 10 o'clock, I'm gonna ask if I can just stop, if I can just go back to bed. I wanted to go back to bed. I was texting my boss. I'm like, can we literally just go back to bed? I'm like, it's 8. It was like 8:30, 8:45. I'm like, this is stupid. I'm just gonna go back to bed. She couldn't give me a reason not to. I can tell you that. Like, I'm sure it will be fixed soon. No, 9:30. 9:30's not soon.
An hour later.
Yeah. Like, this is stupid. But they paid me to sit there, so I just sat there. I went through my job tickets, got everything in lined up. Sucks. Anyway. That was my day. Yay! Hashtag quarantine life.
I can't wait till it's over.
Here's the thing.
One problem with me being bored.
Yeah.
I tend to eat a lot. I eat out of boredom, and I'm afraid.
I get it. Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna overindulge, and by the time this whole thing's done, I'm gonna be like 300 pounds.
You know what's a good diet plan? Poverty.
Yep.
I mean, I hear you because, sorry, I hit the mic. I hear you because, like...
It's not me, it's you.
Yeah. Take my pointy
I
elbow.
hit the table earlier with my ring.
Mm.
I was doing the strangle thing.
Yeah. I hear you because when I first started working from home, I never had time for breakfast in the morning. And now all of a sudden I could boot up the laptop, do a couple job tickets, go make an egg, and come back and be like, this is great. And I'm sitting there thinking like,
This is what it's like to eat in the morning.
I know, because I don't eat breakfast.
I usually don't either.
And I was sitting there and I was like, I can't keep doing this. I was like, it's going to become a problem. Like, I already have problems. I don't need more problems. So I was like, no. And then Jay was home today because it's Good Friday. As if any Friday's a bad Friday. And he goes, do you want lunch? I was like, no. I was like, I'll have dinner. I'm not going to have lunch. And he's like, are you sure? Like, yes, I'm sure. I was like, one meal. I got to go back to one meal a day. Bam.
Yeah, I wish I could do that. Right now, I'll have something for lunch. Then I'll eat dinner. Then I'll snack on this. Then I'll want that. Then I'll snack on this. Then I'll snack on that. Throughout the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I had a granola bar this morning. And that's been fine. I've been good. I'm not really hungry. So.
Like, I usually don't pig out on the things I snack on.
Yeah.
So I have a few of each. Just to get that taste.
You spread it out?
Pretty much. Like, say I wanted some Doritos. I'll have like a handful of Doritos.
Yeah.
Then I'll put them away and I'll want Oreos. So I have like three or four Oreos.
Well, after you have something salty, you need something sweet.
Oh, yeah.
And vice versa.
I always have to.
It's a vicious
Every time
circle.
after dinner, the second I'm done, I'm like, oh, I'm full. But I want like chocolate or something.
Yeah.
Like a Reese's peanut butter egg or something.
Understood. Jay came home the other day with the peanut butter, with the Reese's egg that has the fucking pieces in the middle. Yeah, it's like this hollow egg, and you crack it open, and they're like Reese's Pieces all in there.
E.T. would love it.
E.T. probably would. I asked, Jay was like, oh, it's new. It seemed good.
No.
Yeah. And I said, the only way that they could like make that better would be if like the little egg was like a peanut butter, because the little egg was chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's no good. They should make it like chocolate on the outside and then have like some sort of peanut butter coating on the inside.
They do.
Sean's
I've seen it.
like, it's there. You
It's
just aren't seeing it.
Yeah, it's a chocolate egg and the inside's all full of peanut butter.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
All right, well.
It's out there. Just tell him he's getting the wrong one.
Somebody beat me to it. It already exists. What can you do? Okay. Can I say? I'm going to say goodbye to you folks. If you want to watch, if you want to catch the whole show, we already told you where. I don't know. Wash your hands, stay 6 feet apart, and fucking make sure you don't buy the Zero because it sucks.
Don't talk to anyone. Don't touch anything. Don't interact with anyone, and try not to look at anything.
I try. That's my daily routine, actually.
Really? Have a good everything. Don't overindulge.